Okay, so Justin Shellhorn is doing his first kettle sour at the professional level, 5 barrels. Any tips or tricks? First of all, if you are going to be kettle souring, just real quick, kettle souring in a nutshell, you are taking your runoff from your mash tun, you are filling your kettle, you're sparging it, whatever. You're getting your full volume in the kettle. A lot of times people will bring that up to a flash boil and then cool that kettle down to about 90 degrees. A lot of the lactobacillus strains that people use for kettle souring are somewhere in that 90 degree and up, maybe 90 to 100 degrees. But look at your manufacturer's specifications on that. And then what'll happen is they add their souring culture to the kettle, and then over the course of 24 to 36, 48 hours, sometimes a little bit longer, acidity will be generated by that traditionally lactobacillus in the kettle. And then when you get it to the acidity that you want, a lot of times it's 3.3 to 3.5 on your pH meter. You fire up the jackets on your kettle, boil that, kill it, and then when you bring it over to your fermenter, you can ferment it with clean yeast and you don't have to worry about lacto in your cold side equipment. I have done that, and I will say something that I think is really key is to figure out a way to keep a layer of CO2 on top of that kettle surface after you pitch your lactobacillus. All right. If you don't do that, you can get some weird, you know how your mash smells after you mash out and you leave it out hot, it starts smelling sour, like baby puke, different things like that. All the microorganisms that make those undesirables, they're oxygen loving. Okay, so when I did this with my kettle, I actually hooked up my kettle with a really slow, like 2-3 psi bleed on it, and just let that run overnight as I was doing that. For me, I generated the acidity I wanted, again, into the 3.3, 3.5 range. Really in about 24 hours, I got a raging pitch of some sort of lacto from Omega Labs for that. And that's how I do that. I would say to kind of stay away from keeping bitterness in those beers, because that acidity and bitterness clash. And then sometimes even the souring agent that you're using can't stand up to really any IBU in the kettle. So it might stop them from being able to create lactic acid, which is what you're trying to do. So that's what I would do with that. And then ferment it out with something clean on the cold side that can take a little bit of extra acidity. That's what I would do. Although I will say I've been running Philly Sour and I love it. I'm going to be doing my 3rd beer with Philly Sour here soon. And it's a product I absolutely love. It's something that you just use as the standard yeast in fermenter. And it balls out, dude. It makes acid. It doesn't make screaming acidity, but it makes enough. Yeah, we are making really nice kind of. They come across like fruit tart candies, like sweet tart candies. Yeah. So, anyways, I've really been enjoying that. That's a great question.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.